Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a new Cardfight Vanguard video for you guys today. And today, as you guys can tell, we're taking another look at my favorite overdressed deck, which is Bavsargra. I love Bavsargra and I want to see her be able to compete, but she has her issues. She's a 3-attack deck. Sometimes she can lack in draw power, and consistency is one of her biggest issues. But if you guys have seen the videos I've put out, when it comes to Bavsargra, I've iterated on the deck a few times and always try to evolve it. And now we've got a couple new things that we were changing up that I want to bring to you guys and bring to your attention because I think it can make this deck a lot stronger. So without further ado, you guys enjoy the video, drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's jump in and check out the deck. So we're not going to go through the whole deck. If you guys want to know how I feel about majority of these cards, you can go back and check my other videos. We're only here to talk about 2 cards specifically that we're putting into the deck and that are changing things. The first one is Stealth Fiend Shinri. It's a grade 1 AK. For anybody that doesn't know what it does, auto, rearguard. When this unit boosts, if your opponent has 1 or less rearguards, or you played an order this turn, this unit gets 5,000 power until the end of that battle. At the end of that battle, put this unit into the soul and draw a card. This card is bonkers, and I can't believe I didn't know it existed. Like, I am a Dragon Empire main, but there's been so many times where I've had to take breaks from the game, especially with Overdress and Willdress, because like between Eugene and Bavsargra, I wasn't playing at all because Eugene was my first deck, and after set 2 came out, I just stopped playing. And then I didn't pick up Bavsargra till set 9. And then I still barely played until she got her final support in set 11. But then I found out about this card, and I'm like, this card is a staple for Dragon Empire. It should be in every Dragon Empire deck. As a matter of fact, this is Dragon Empire's equivalent to Sergeon. I hope I said that right. The Keter Sanctuary, broken grade 1. Yeah, Sergeon. Sarugaon. Sorry. It basically does the same thing, where this is if you have more rearguards than your opponent. This is if your opponent has 1 or less. They both have the same restriction. If you played an order, they can still be used. It's just a solid card. And in Bavsargra, in her case, it lets us get early game pressure because we can use this on as soon as we want. It gives us draw power, and it gives us soul, which Bavsargra starves for a soul. It's just an absolute solid card mid, early, or late game. The other card we're talking about is Drag Ritter Latifa. Now, this is a card I never would have put in Bavsargra had I not really thought about it. Because Bavsargra already Soul Blasts 2 every turn at a minimum, and we also have Divstia, which also Soul Blasts. So putting another card that Soul Blasts just felt counterproductive to me. But between Cindy and Shinri constantly adding cards to Soul, we almost never run out. And that's not even counting our Persona rides. So Soul is actually not that much of a problem anymore. But here's why we're playing this card. Grade 2, 10k. When this unit is placed on rearguard, other than by unit's ability, if you played a normal order this turn, Soul Blast 1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose 1 card with grade less than or equal to your vanguards from among them, reveal it, call it to rearguard if it is a unit card, and put it to your hand if it is a normal order, and then shuffle your deck. So let's break that down. Yeah, you can only use this if you played a normal order. I like this better than the Cyclers because they require you to Persona ride. This just requires you to play an order. But guess what? All of our orders, all of our arms are normal orders. And we're going to play at least 1 every single turn. So this is always live. The Soul Blast cost we already talked about. It checks the top 5 to either call a unit, regardless of the grade basically doesn't matter because you're not going to use it till turn 3 anyway. But it basically calls anything, or it can search you 1 of the arms. Like, this is amazing. And then its second skill, when this unit attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, it gets 5,000 power until the end of that battle for each of your opponent's open rearguard circles in the same column. We're playing Bavsargra. We retire the front row. We're going to have at least 1. So it's going to gain at least 5k, if not more. Granted, there are some decks that say, you know, their rearguards can't be retired or they can't be moved. There are cards that get around it, but in most cases, that's just going to be a free plus 5k, if not more. So it's just really solid, especially alongside Divstia. So I want to try the deck out and see how it did. So this is the few changes we've made. I've already explained my other ratios in other videos, so please go check those out if you have questions about the rest of the deck. But that's enough from me. Let's go find a game. Yes, there we go. Alright guys, we found a game, and this time we're going first. Finally, We've actually been struggling to find a game. The system crashed too, so that was a bit annoying. But we're here now, and we've got the cards we want to show off right here. This is actually a pretty solid hand. We have the spear. We could have had Justina, but hopefully we draw into a Cindy. That would make this pretty much perfect. All right, let's do this. And it looks like we're against Razel. All right, we're gonna draw for turn. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna drop the PG. I'm gonna ride, get my energy crest, and then skill. Now, I wanted to tell you guys that I do not think that Bavsargra should play the cyclers after having played the Energy Blast cycler for a while. Obviously, we don't want to play the Soul cycler. We need our Soul, and in a case like this, we're not gonna discard it. Soul Blast 1 to, you know, draw a card when we can just search our shield. Our ride line kind of facilitates our rides. Like turn 2, we're gonna discard an arm, so we can add an arm back. And with the energy cyclers, like on turn 1, it doesn't work unless you went second. And then sure, you can use it in turn 3, but that's the only time it's really a benefit. Other than that, we really don't need them. And then, but since both of their effects are Persona Ride only, it's actually like very meh. Whereas Latifa works as soon as we hit grade 3 because our arms are grade 3s. As soon as we start using our arms, we can use Latifa. And that, just that one turn really makes a huge difference. Oh, we're playing against Bastion. Huh. We're gonna guard this. Alright. Now we're going to discard shields. Ride. Skill. We'll add back the shield. Unfortunately, we don't have Justina to get our axe out of deck, but hopefully we end up seeing it anyway. I'm going to call Shinri just to draw a card and get another card in Soul. Oh, there's Justina. Perfect. Literally, the only card we need now is a Trick Moon and a Cindy. And we might actually see Cindy off of Latifa. I forgot we can do that. And Trick Moon. It's another reason I like Latifa over the Cycler, because the Energy Cycler only calls specifically grade 1s, whereas this can call anything that's our grade of our Vanguard or lower. So we can get attackers, we can get boosters, we can get Trick Moon, which is obviously, you know, really important to Bavsargra. But it's just a way better card for the deck. It's just we never had the Soul support to be able to really use it. But now that I know about Shinri, right, Shinri, if that's her name. Yeah, it just makes it so much better. We will take that. No, my axe. Are we okay with this? Do we want to take this damage? Do we need to take this damage? You know what? I'll save the card in the end. That's fine. I'll go 1 damage up. All right, draw. This time we are going to just a shield because we can just get the axe. We're going to ride Bavsargra. We're going to attempt to dig for a Trick Moon. We're going to call. We're going to skill. Soul Blast 1. Check top 7. And there's our Trick Moon. We're actually going to add it to hand this time because we're going to use it as discard fodder for Justine, which we're going to play right now. And then Justine skill. Discard the Trick Moon. We're going to dump our axe. And shuffle. Now we're going to Counter Blast 1. Arm our Spear. Spear's effect, we're going to get to draw a card. We don't want to use... Yeah, we do. We're going to use Bavsargra now. Soul Charge 1. Call Trick Moon out. Counter Charge. Now we can play Latifa. Latifa skill. Soul Blast 1. Oh, look, a Trick Moon. Check top 5. Hey, look. Ooh, do I want Cindy or do I want Shinri? Oh, that's a tough one. I want to go with, if this was late game, I would go with Shenri for the extra power, but because this is so early, I'm going to go with Cindy so we have our follow-up play. Because that'll get us an arm for, you know, the later turns. And then we arm our axe from the drop, and we are good to go. Now we use Bavsargra's skill, Soul Blast 2. She gets critical. Retire. And then we dish out our powers. So now Latifah gains 10k because he has no rear guards in front of her. And then of course Bavsargra gains her 10k, Trick Moon gains 20k. And now we have an actual like board presence on immediately turn 3. Now I'll go battle phase, swing 48 for 2. And they have to guard with at least 2 cards. No guard, alright. First check. Second check. Critical. Alright, this is a 28k line. This is going to be a 28k line. So we'll give it to Latifah since she's the new girl. So that's 3 damage. 1. Over trigger. Shit. That was lucky. Alright. And then we go to end phase. Skill. Counter blast 1. Swap out. That was a really, really strong first grade 3 turn, and unfortunately, over triggers. You know, it is what it is. I can't stand over triggers. Alright, so now the grade 2 skill, I believe he has to reveal grade 3s. Here he goes. Yeah, now he's using the grade 2. He's trying to use the grade 2 skill. Does that count as... It counts as 2. Okay. Cool, cool. Because you need to reveal 3 grade 3s to use the skill, it counts as 2, since it count, even though he had a third one. Alright, that's a good one too. The on-hit counter charge. Soul charge. Now, I forgot what this does. All your grade 3 or front or rear guards cannot be chosen. They can still be retired, they just can't be chosen. So Bavsargra dodges Bastion, unfortunately for him. I'm surprised he called that before playing that. But, I mean, they have grade 3s that have boosts, so that's probably why. So he's probably going to call through 2 grade 3s if I had to guess. If you called a grade 3, draw 2 cards. Okay, so he's adding the grade 4, and then he called this. Alright. Yeah, he's definitely new to the program. He's asking me how to do the skills. Unfortunately, with Cardfight area, everything is manual. Nothing's automated. But it's the only program we have that actually has all of the cards on it, except for I think maybe Tabletop Simulator. So I called a grade 3, drew 2 cards. Now, what's Bastion's cost to restand? It's a Counter Blast 1, discarded Bastion. Oh, no, that's to perform the drive check. At the end of the battle, this unit attack, choose one. Okay, so his rear guard's going to restand regardless, but if he wants the drive check, he has to discard a Bastion and Counter Blast 1. Okay. So there's no reason for me to hold back because he doesn't need it. He doesn't really need damage. All right, he's going to battle phase. 18 skill of the shield. That's 23. That's guard. 18 from Bastion. I'll no guard the Bastion. One and 2. No triggers. Okay. And we got a front trigger. Sweet. Alright, that can't hit anything. It's 23. Okay, we're gonna guard with Justina because we don't need any arms. Easy. Alright, and that's the end of his battle phase. Kill a who? Oh, the drive checks. Two. He basically was trying to discard a card to give himself drive checks. It's fine. Alright. Restand. Alright. Now this is where we gotta play weird. So we have no cards in soul and we have no arms. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put Cindy into the soul. We're gonna add an arm to hand. Now we're gonna arm and use Bavsargra skill to soul charge. Do we call it another Trick Moon? Or do we... I think we should draw. I think we're going to go for the draw this time. And then Bavsargra skill. Oh look, another Cindy. That's funny. And then 5k here, because the guys, this time they have a rear guard. Alright, now we're just going to go to battle phase. This dude has, like, I think, like 3 perfect guards. There's 1 PG. I forgot to Soul Blast 7 to draw. I always do that. Fuck. Okay. Twin Drive. Front trigger. Dope. I'll take that. Alright. We'll go with that. I should have swung with this column first. And then we'll go with that. 38. Alright. This goes to Soul. I draw another card. Latifah is a hell of a hit. And then re-equip our shield and we're good to go. 3 damage to 5. We have a decent amount of defense. We have another Trick Moon that we can call next turn, and we got Latifah. Alright, so we're probably going to abuse our intercepts this time. We have a card in Soul, so as long as we can arm next turn, which I'm a little worried about because we don't have a way to get out Cindy unless we top deck one off Latifah. It was just unfortunately the way that things went because I had no way to get another card into Soul. So now he's gonna blow out his counterblasts. Oh, it's fucking Apex. At the end of the battle, the draw check revealed a grade 3 or greater. Put a card version from your or Soul into your drop. All your grade 3 units get 10k. Okay. So they don't have a power blast on the first swing, only on the second swing. So the way it's looking now, I don't have to worry so much about the first set of swings. I can guard those. The second set of swings might be a problem because those are the ones that are going to have extra power boosts. So we need to be careful. Alright, 15. Cool. We're going to guard that with the Trick Moon. Swing with that. Okay, cool. We're going to guard that with the shield. Next. Alright, Bastion. 15. We're gonna go 2 to pass. I know he's got a triple drive. I probably should have went 3 to pass. Fuck, a front trigger of all things. Bro. See, that matters. He gave it to the rear guard. 45 with an on hit. I'm gonna block this. And then I'll take the last one. There we go. Alright, we're gonna draw. What can I do here? What can I do here? I am kind of in a shit situation. Well, he is at 5, so that does help. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call Latifah and use her skill. Soul Blast 1 to check top 5. And hope for the best. And we did not get anything too great. So we're just gonna call over this to get a booster. Shuffle, swap these around. We still gain power. And we're gonna go battle phase and swing away. It sucks that we don't have the axe. I'm pretty sure they have another perfect guard. Yeah, they definitely have at least one perfect guard. Yep, there she is. Oh, and I did it again! That would have been the card I would have drawn. And there's my spear, which I would have needed. And then that to the Vanguard. It's funny because I usually remember pretty well to use my energy, just not when I'm playing Bavsargra because I'm so used to not having it with Bavsargra. You got it. And then 18. Ugh, now I gotta play all carefully. Alright. If we can make it through this turn, we have a decent chance at winning. But this is going to be the turn that matters the most. It just sucks that I've lost out on at least one card. Your Guardian. Thankfully, at grade 4, grade 4s don't have Persona Ride, so at least I know the first few attacks are going to be small. Alright, 23, we got a trigger for that. Block with the shield. Alright, so I think we PG this. You do not need to heal right now. That just pissed me off. Just don't drop deck a grade 3. There it is. And a front trigger. Dope. Dope. Because you needed that. Now he has to discard a card. Yep, and then stands his front row. Alright. We'll eat that one. Hey, look. Alright, we're good now. Go ahead, burn through your deck even more. 30k. I could just double intercept. Oh, at the rear? Say less. Say less. Alright. Straight to main phase. We're gonna arm the spear for a kind of +1. Spear's effects. We draw. Basargra's effects. We're gonna. No, we're not. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Yeah, we are. We're gonna do that. We're gonna call, which is also gonna call, and soul charge and counter charge. All right. Now we're gonna move Cindy to the soul. Just gonna let's get the spear back. No, we want the axe. We want to force them to have to guard weird. All right. Did I just add the wrong one? Yeah, I had the wrong one. Add that to hand. Alright. Now, we're going to arm. We're going to use Bavsargra's skill. Soul Blast 2. Retire the front row. Power up. Now, I want to make a real column, so we're going to do this. This is probably me overextending, but we'll see what happens. Alright. Damn it, I did it again! That's 3 turns in a row. Oh well. It's 1 card, and I guess it didn't make that big of a difference. So that's 33. 48, so it's 1 to pass, because it's going to gain 5k. So 2. Alright, first check, heal trigger. Let me see how many triggers I've been through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, no. That can go over here. And I'll heal 1 damage. Yeah, I figured I wasn't gonna get that. And then 28. Alright. Works for me. And then 1 more swing. At least I get it now and not later. And now we get to draw another card. And then we get to replace our shield. And we have Cindy for next turn, so we can get our axe back and keep playing. Looking good. Looking much better. We have our PG fodder with Latifah. We have that much shield. We should be okay. He's only got 6 cards left in deck anyway. So Jess might be a problem, because now he can stack the deck. But we'll see what happens. Alright, now we can actually like more accurately count how many triggers you got left. I'm confused. What just happened? Put on top of the deck or into the soul. Why'd you put it into the soul? Whatever. There's still 3 triggers left in deck. I might have to just take this rear guard hit. I gotta see how many crits are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so there's still 2 crits left. Yeah, no, we're definitely not. We're definitely gonna just eat this one. I just hope we have enough to guard the rest of them. Bye, Latifa. You did good. Holy shit. Oh wait, no, he still has one more drive check. PG. Alright, so he did get the grade 3 for the restand, but only got 1 crit. So I think... No restand? Oh, you have to discard a Bastion. Never mind. Never mind. I'm thinking of the other one. This one, the other Bastion automatically restands. This one only restands if you have a Bastion to discard. Well, I think that's all she wrote, fam. Because now, skill into the soul. Give me back the axe. Now we're gonna arm it. Basargra skill, we're gonna soul charge to call. And while we probably don't need it, we're gonna call. And then Bavsargra skill. Pop these off. Retire front row. And now because there's no unit in front of Latifa, she gains 10k instead of 5k. And now these trick wounds gain 20k. And obviously she is going to gain 10k when I swing. Alright, 28. 48. So 2. He has a PG in hand. Alright, drive checks. 1. To who? No triggers. Alright, if we deal 1 damage, he can't even... He basically draws and loses. And we still have 40k on the other side. Alright. Does he have another PG? Oh my freaking god. Alright. End of turn. Swap to the shield. Bro. This dude was struggling to stay on. He played all 4 perfect guards. And just would not go down. But now he can't swing with his Vanguard. So he basically calls the rear guard and swings. Which, of course, we have a trigger to guard. We could have just guarded that with the shield. I didn't even think of that. That's 2 pass. Yeah, there's the other crit. Alright, guys. I'm sorry that game was long, but apparently that player was still learning the program. Most likely you guys saw a lot of skips of me cutting out like dead time to make it as much short as I could, but that still was a long game going all the way to deck out. But you got to really see what this deck can do now with the cards that I included in. Obviously, Cindy carries. Justina gets you what you need to get. Cinry is just great to keep you going in the early, mid, and late game, and you saw what Latifa was able to do, just helping me build the board and dig in for more cards. It's just, it flows together really, really well. Alright guys, here's one more look at the deck as I often do. Again, this was just a first draft trying these cards out, and honestly, I think it came out really, really well, and it has potential, but it definitely still needs some fine tuning. But let me know what you guys think of these techs down in the comments. Let me know what you guys are trying. Let me know if you guys tried this build out and how you feel about it. And let me know if you would change up the ratios. I don't know, maybe cut a Trick Moon. Considering we have some more ways to get him now, so we don't need to see him as much. Maybe cut one to make room for other stuff. But again, let me know down in the comments. If you guys want to check me out on social media, those links are down below. That is it from me. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.